Welcome back, Summoners. War number 10 is here, and 4BGs is taking on RM2. With only 2 wars left in the season, I set myself up for a fun challenge in this one. I'm taking 9 fights. For this war, I'm bringing in the team of Jackolantern, Moleman, and Deathless She-Hulk. This squad has been putting in some work this season, and I'm excited to see how they handle the matchups ahead. Let's jump in and see how this next to last war of the season plays out. Alright, first fight up is going to be probably the champion I like to fight the least, and that's Shocker. There's so many little things that you kind of have to watch out for and keep in mind when fighting Shocker. You know, if you're going to dex a special one, the spacing has to be right, or when you dash in, you'll get parried. You know, you've got to watch out for his unblockable on his dash-in attacks. You know, the stun timer is reduced, so you have to be careful there. Just so many different things here. We're going to be using Deathless She-Hulk, and there, you know, fortunately I get lucky there a little bit. He does go unstoppable, but he doesn't punish me. There is a special one, and like I said, the spacing wasn't right, so I got punished there. Fortunately, I did have the invuln boost on. Here, we throw a special, and I forgot about auto block, so not a very clean fight. There, he throws a special one. Now we got to watch out for his unblockable on dash. He's not wanting to dash into us, so I'm able to go in and get a little parry in there very quickly into a medium. He's almost down. Had the spacing right for the special one there. Let's go into the striker. Let's finish him off. I'm very happy with only taking those couple hits in that fight. That is unusual for me fighting Shocker. All right, and now we've got Baron Zemo, another one where you don't really have an opportunity to parry very much, if at all. You know, he's got those 5 cleanse charges. You don't want him to reduce all of them, or you're going to end up rooted and going to have a bad day. But we're going to use Jack here. We're just going to let him hit into the block. You know, the plan here, you know, if we can get an intercept like that, we'll intercept. Plan is just to really bait special ones. There's an accidental parry, and didn't realize that, you know, with Jack you could probably parry him, you know, pretty safely. But, you know, I'm not going to change my plan up. My plan, like I said, is to just kind of bait special ones. You know, there was another accidental parry. It's not going to cost me. If I get a couple accidental parries and he shrugs them, not a big deal. But you can see I was very slow to counter the parry, just wanting to make sure that it, you know, was actually going to stick. And he's down to 21%. A couple more hits here, into a striker, into a little bit of a combo to finish him off. Very, very clean fight there. Full yellow bar. Very, very happy with that. Now it's time to bounce to Section 2. And we've got, of course, these Path 4 fights coming up in Section 2. And the first one up is going to be a Wong. And for this one, we are going to be using our Deathless She-Hulk again. And it is really just kind of a race to get him down. There's not much I'm worried about in this fight. I'm not worried about the unblockables or anything like that. You know, you can see I am fairly big boosted. I still have the invuln boost on, so I'm going right in. Not even going to bother to drop any heals on She-Hulk there. You know, 82% is going to be more than enough for this guy. And here we go. So, you know, just the standard kind of fight. We're going to throw special ones. You can see we're building up the traumas. You know, we've got 6 of them on there right now. We've got a slow. We've got a couple of withers. You know, everything's kind of looking pretty good. Here, we just want him to throw a special one. And that's my ideal with Wong, is if he throws special ones. Very easy to get out of the way of it. You know, if you need a heavy counter to knock his charges off, very easy to heavy counter. So just all in all, just a, you know, fairly straightforward fight. As long as Wong isn't wanting to get real heavy happy. And as long as you can keep him under, you know, that bar of power, and you keep an eye on his little timer there. And there we go. You know, we finish him off. You know, didn't need to worry about a heal. I think I lost 1% health that fight. And now for a fight that can be a little tricky at times, depending on how you kind of fight it. This is going to be Moleman against Knull. You know, as I've taken this fight before in the past, and I've said, you know, the main thing is kind of backing away at the start, letting Knull's debuffs that he puts on you right at the beginning wear off. There, you know, I backed away, but he came in so quick. He ended up tagging me a little bit. And, you know, it kind of got me a little bit worried at the beginning. So here, I am just building up so I can get into frenzy. There's 19. He does throw a special one, which I really wish he wouldn't have. And now we're at 20. Now we can kind of go to town here and hit him. There I backed away so he would hit in my block and wouldn't throw another special 1. I do throw the special 2, which does counteract the corruption timer there. And I get a very clean dex on his SP2. He is unblockable now, which is fine because we're going to go right into our striker, into a combo. And, you know, the unblockable doesn't matter at all. So for a fight that started off getting tagged a couple times, ended up being pretty clean. And now we get into the fun fights. We are onto the mini bosses. You know, first one up here is going to be this Negasonic Teenage Warhead. You know, not much to worry about here on this node. Now, this is a 7-star rank 3. Just to show how small her health pool is and how good Jack is, you know, we do get the ability to parry her with Jack, which is very, very nice. You know, we are 8 hits in and she's down 35%. You know, Jack, you know, whenever he crits, he puts that, you'll see the plasma jump up there and those red numbers. You know, all you have to do with Jack in this fight is really get to a special 2. I am being a little cautious. I could probably have gone quicker. I'm baiting special 1s, but we're going to drop our special 2. And Negasonic is just pure melted. Alright, and the next mini-boss up here is going to be this Mr. Sinister, so it promises to be a slightly longer fight than the last one. This node does have the reinvigorated unblockable on it, so at some point he's going to go unblockable. Not a big deal, you just kind of have to look out for it. And really the plan here is just to fight this fight. You know, if he throws special 2s, great. If he throws a special 1, great. You know, I am going to have enough debuffs on there that if he does put some DeJens on me, I'm going to heal up from him. So I'm not too worried about my health pool in this one going into it. You know, typically if it would have been somebody else, I would have healed up. But, you know, not going to worry about it just because, like I said, I'm going to have enough debuffs on me, and with this global, I'm going to heal, and I'm going to miss that when this global's gone. So here we go. You can see there, he puts a DeJen on me, and you can see I'm healing up for about 313 health a tick. So very, very nice. There's a second one. You know, we're just kind of going down through this fight. He's unblockable right now, so we just kind of have to dance around, bait a special, you know, don't get hit by it. And then we just kind of backed away. I didn't feel confident going in for the counter on that special 1. Felt like I was a little late on the dex, so didn't do it. And, you know, he's just kind of repeating special 1s now, which is fine with me. You can see I've healed up now, up to about 78% health. And we're almost down with this fight. He's at 3%, and, oh, I get caught right there at the very end. But we're going to do a little striker intercept into a medium and finish him off. Not as clean as I would have liked that fight at the end, but as I say, full attack bonus is full attack bonus. And now for one that I've taken all season long. I've taken Domino, where somebody on this island with, you know, pretty much a science champion using the global attack tactic and just kind of blasting through it. This time around, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to use Jack here on Domino. Jack is an excellent Domino counter. He is Incinerate immune, so, you know, I will have to play around the node just a little bit, but kind of wanted to start building that muscle memory back for fighting this node the way it's kind of supposed to be. And you can see here, we're 15 seconds in, she's down 40%. Jack is just absolutely incredible. And you can see now she's got the shock up. So I'm just going to parry a little bit. I'm just going to, you know, parry and back away, let her throw a heavy. Now we can go in for a combo. Wasn't sure if I was going to make the special 2 there or not, so I didn't, you know, tap my special button. Now I just want to, I want a clean parry. There we go. Now we're going to do the first hit of a heavy into our special 2. And we get the debuffs on there. And she melts. Probably one of the cleanest Domino fights I've had on a hazard shift node. And now we jump ahead to Boss Island, and I'm going to take this right-hand side. First fight up is going to be Arcade, and I'm going to use Moleman for this. Primarily because Moleman likes to parry heavy. You know, that's part of his kit. He builds up, he gets his mass. And against Arcade, well, when he gets tokens, you want to parry heavy. So I felt pretty confident coming into this that, one, I could keep most of the tokens off of him, and two, if I got him, you know, Moleman style play is going to lead into it. But I'm hoping I can keep most of the tokens off of him. And here you can start seeing, I went into Frenzy a little bit early. So I'm trying to build up my charges just to kind of get to a special 2. I want him to throw special 1s. I can keep the tokens off of him, I'd say 90% of the time when he throws a special 1. So here we go. He does throw a special 1. He drops the first part. I dash in. We do that. And then, I want to parry heavy just to build up some more mass. Here, I'm going to go ahead and push him to a special 2. I want to drop my special 2 and get some damage in here. He doesn't go too far up. Now, it's just a matter of baiting out the special 2. And here, you'll see he does get 3 tokens. There's his 3 tokens. I'm going to back away a little bit just to have some space on the map so I can parry heavy. Kind of build up my mass charges again. And he's back up to a special 2. And he throws that special 2. And he's going to have 3 tokens. Rinse and repeat on this node because, it is just that power efficiency node. Not a big deal. I do finally get back up to my special 2. He's going to throw his special 2. He gets his tokens. But you know what? I get a parry, and I say the heck with it. I'm going to be unblockable. He decks the first hit, stood there for the rest. We got some bleeds on him. Now it's just a matter of, I just want a couple hits. All I want is 1 or 2 hits, but, he bleeds out in the end, and, we get through it. Not a bad little arcade fight there. And now this fight, going into this path, I wasn't going to take it. But I got here, I hadn't used very many items. I decided, why not? Let's try it. I'm not very good at fighting Onslaught most of the time. I do like using Jack for him when you can parry. On this node, you can't parry him. So I said, I'm boosted. I'm here. Why not try it? If I die, we'll let somebody else clean it up. That's really kind of the mindset going into it. Very, very relaxed. Very just trying to take this easy. Got to bait a heavy. There, he throws a heavy. We get a nice little combo in there. Now we're going to do 4 hits so we don't quite push him to where he has the crushed charge on me. And we are going to dex everything there. And we do get kind of lucky. Now we've got the crushed charge. We've got to kind of dance and back away. He throws his special. The downside to this fight is I'm not going to be able to throw any special attacks. If Jack could throw a special attack here, this would be a fairly straightforward fight. Now we've got the brute force on us ticking down. Don't want to push him to a special 2. I'm no good at dexing that. Hindsight, I probably could on this node. There I try to counter again, and really the first mistake of a couple that are coming up. I shouldn't have tried to counter that. Was worried about the brute force timer. That's the thing on this node that always gets me, is I start panicking a little bit when I get brute force on me. I just start seeing my health draining. It doesn't do that much, but should be something I look out for. And but we're still doing pretty good. We're winning the health battle at this point. We're getting some clean dexes on the special 1. There, the second time I countered it, got lucky that I didn't end up getting hit. And then here, I get tagged by the special 1. I miss the parry, and now not in the greatest shape, but not in the worst shape in this fight either. We're still winning the health battle. Here, I just want him to throw another special 1. Perfect. Let's get a clean dex. And then we got tagged by the last part. I was trying to go early so that I could get a counter in. And well, we got hit by that last part. Not big deal. We're going to get another special 1 out of him. And there we go. He throws that. I get that clean. Brute force is ticking down. I'm looking at my health. I'm like, okay, 1 more combo. That's all we need, right? 3%. And then he had crushed. And I dex back because I knew the special 1 was coming. I get tagged by it. And there we go. 3% health left. You can't even see it there on the video. 9.9k health. 1 hit, maybe 2. So we're going to go with Deathless She-Hulk. Okay, it was 3 hits. And he's down. And that's a wrap on war number 10. Unfortunately, I did drop another death that actually counts this season, but overall, I'm still really happy with how this war went. I did fail to record war number 9, but I did have 6 kills in that war, so I now have 75 for the season. By far, the most war fights I have ever done in a single season. A large part of that is because I love this war tactic, and I'm going to really miss it next season. Mini account fights are up next if you want to stick around for more action. If not, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, all.